think, like when Battle Cat or whenever what's the Gengar? What's his name? What's the cat?
Cringer.
Cringer. You ever think when he turns into Battle Cat,
yeah,
like he takes a much larger Battle Cat size shit in his litter box, and then when he turns back to Cringer, it's like this giant mound of Battle Cat shit.
Well, see, here's the deal. I have an even more important question than that, honestly, and that's who had the balls to neuter Cringer? Because you never see balls.
Not true. You think though when he turns into Battle Cat again, he gets his balls back?
Or I don't know, man. That's probably a pretty good question. I mean, there's really only one way that you can answer that.
How's that? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of July 28th, 2024. I am Caleb Black, along with Luke the Big Dog Williams and our in-studio editor, the Big Bad John.
And it's quiet in here.
It is. We're running a three-man team today, three-man booth, so to speak.
So to speak.
We were off for a week, so we've got a lot of news to cover. We've got everything the last 2 weeks. We've got SummerSlam upcoming. We got to take picks for.
Picks for that today. We've got a bunch of React videos.
A lot of stuff happening in AEW and TNA and NXT and all over the place we haven't got a chance to talk about. So
yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, though.
How's your Sunday? How was your break, Luke?
Well, I mean, I broke.
Yeah.
And then I got broke. And then I stayed broke.
Then you went broke.
And then here I am.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I understand.
Yeah.
Big Bad John, how's your Sunday?
My Sunday is going amazing.
Good. Since nobody asked, my Sunday's going great.
Oh well, good. I'm glad that you.
I gotta do all. I gotta be the polite guy. I gotta do all the intro work around here.
Sometimes.
Sometimes gotta get a bigger cut of the money here.
Sometimes. Well, we want to make sure that the credit goes to whoever it
That's
does
right.
go to.
Credit's due. All right. Well, let's hop right into it.
All right. Let's.
First story.
This was the first one. So, I would be remiss. I know we don't talk about politics on here. We never really have been much into politics. But come on, man. Trumpomania running wild for like the last 3 weeks of just some of the craziest shit I've seen on TV. One of the best of which was the reason that Joe Biden stepped down. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. I mean, come on, man. He's got the Incredible Hulk in his back pocket. And as you can see from this picture, he believes in Joe Hendry.
Dude, whoever edited the Joe Hendry shirt underneath the Hulk Hogan shirt is a fucking genius. I love that.
It screams America.
Yeah, America.
Nothing screams America more
like a British guy on Hulk Hogan's chest.
Than a professional wrestler who wasn't even introduced as his real name.
No.
At the RNC.
Yeah, well,
the best part about this is one of my heroes and my favorite people in the whole wide world's Twitter become active again. And hit us with the next one, John.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
I think the Sheiky Baby would have said it best.
So says the late Sheiky Baby. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
And that is all we are going to say about that WWE Hall of Famer today.
Yes, that is 100% as far as it goes. Except for the fact that I'm not going to go there. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right, Netflix demanding Roman Reigns in January.
Yeah, well, the transition's going to be huge. It's going to be a first for Netflix.
WrestleMania, thank you for the picture.
It's going to be a first for Netflix, obviously having a weekly live program. The WWE is a huge market, and of course they want the top star. And look, despite what anyone thinks, says, or believes, Roman Reigns is the #1 guy in the company on or off TV right now. Just with his recognition, with how much stock the company has in him, why wouldn't Netflix, on a history-making broadcast of Monday Night Raw, request that Roman Reigns be at least a part of it in some way?
Well, they say they demand him to be a part of their roster going forward.
Remember, that's what Fox did. Fox wanted Roman Reigns.
That's exactly. They got him. Yeah, that's how he ended up on Fox.
With all of the money and the infrastructure Netflix is putting into the WWE and paying for it, you bet your ass they're going to get the stars they want on the show.
There's also a little bit more to talk about here. Hit us with the next one, John. They've also said that The Undertaker will make sporadic appearances on Monday Night Raw once the Netflix deal goes through.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Like I said, same deal. Enough clout and stock on the company. He's a recognizable face. And the other thing, too, is you got to remember, like, while we have the Peacock for PLEs and stuff, weekly TV for cord cutters, unless you've got Hulu Live, you can't watch it live. If you watch Hulu, you got to watch the watered-down version. But there's going to be a huge, brand-new market of people who weren't actively watching wrestling, who maybe just had Netflix as a streaming option. So, of course, they're going to get the most recognizable top names, legends, stars. It's probably going to be a very super interactive type of show. And
With Triple H running it, there's no telling what we're going to see.
I wouldn't doubt we'll see more of The Rock. We'll see more of Stone Cold Steve Austin to get those names out there. I don't doubt that we'll get Roman Reigns, Cody
Maybe
Rhodes.
Trish Stratus.
Return. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the creative freedom once they get to Netflix, especially.
Right. Hit us with the next one.
Dolph Ziggler. So we paired these two together. This happened last week at Slammiversary. Number one, Slammiversary drew over 4,000 sold strong tickets, capacity house at their arena, full sellout. And in the main event, Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler, won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship in the Battle Royal.
Here's the deal. Also, honorable mention, Mr. Tyler Thorne from Pro Wrestling Wear, a AFU alumni, actually made the gear for 13 of the professional wrestlers who took place in matches at Slammiversary. Yep. He also was at Blood and Guts, too. We'll talk about that.
Yes, we will.
Here
Because
after a while.
Anyway,
I'm saving that.
So Nick Nemeth is now currently both the TNA and the AAA Mega World Champion.
Was asked about defending the title at other companies, to which here's the deal. I think it's all been a swerve. I think since the beginning, this has all been a thing, and that Dolph Ziggler even being let go was on purpose.
Because they wanted to plan this TNA deal.
Because here's the deal. Now you have a TNA champion who knows how to wrestle the WWE schedule.
Yeah.
Who knows how to wrestle the WWE style, and who is a star that WWE fans recognize that you could put in serious situations as a TNT champion and have him actually get more traction than what...
TNA champion.
That's what I'm sorry. Than what someone like Moose would.
Yeah. Well, and then too, strictly speaking, he's a former NXT World Champion. So if they continue just the NXT TNA relationship, he's got that chip on him as well, where he could walk back in and be like, I was the champion here, now I'm the champion here, blah, blah, blah. Interesting to note, though, I think there's a third title that he's the champion of, if I'm not mistaken. But he joins a fairly exclusive list of guys who have held not only multiple championships in TNA from other companies, but the list of guys that he joins is like Kurt Angle, Austin Aries, Kenny Omega,
Matt Cardona.
Like it's a very Cardona was never TNA World Champion though, was he? I don't believe so.
But he was. I was thinking NWA World Champion. He was digital.
But I'm talking about strictly like his TNA World Champion.
Oh, it's a very
it's
list.
It's a smaller list, but it's a pretty cool list to be a part of, and it's great to see that.
R-Truth, would that count? Being an NWA World Champion?
But not at the same time as another company.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Multiple company champion all over.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty interesting thing. Like it's cool to see that him leaving the WWE didn't like stunt his career by any means.
No, it didn't stop the firepower or the fucking the rocket that's been strapped to his back. Here's the deal. Sometimes you got to go for greener pastures and bet on yourself.
Yep.
Matt Cardona did it. Look where he sits.
Cody Rhodes.
Chelsea Green. R-Truth. Speaking of somebody who bet on themselves. Here's the deal, y'all. MJF. Dustin Rhodes and the Von Erichs. Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, here's the deal. Choice. Dolph Ziggler, the perfect guy to spearhead this.
Yeah.
Going forward, if it goes any further than mid-carders.
Which I believe it's going to.
Which, even if it doesn't, I'm still okay with it.
I believe it's going to. I just think they're really taking their time to milk it. I think they really want to get a lot of interest.
I do too, I think that's great. I think that maybe like a...
Opening the door with Jordynne Grace was the perfect way to do it.
What do you think? Like work all this to NXT's War Games?
Something like that, maybe.
Or maybe like a Survivor Series.
They could do Lethal Lockdown if they wanted to bring back Lockdown.
Something cool like that. Vince McMahon and Triple H can bring back the six-sided ring.
Yeah, I mean,
or not Vince McMahon. Wow.
Yeah.
I said Vince McMahon.
Job. TNA and Triple H.
Yes, thank you.
Could bring it back. So yeah, there's a lot of options.
Things I was thinking to myself, things that Vince McMahon would have never done.
No, I got you.
Hit us with the next one, John. That's amazing, though. That many fucking crowd members.
4,000 strong.
To the point that just a couple of years ago, they were wrestling in. Well, first off, the pandemic didn't help.
They also had,
But
like,
they were wrestling in front of empty arenas even right before the pandemic.
and they also had like 30,000 pay-per-view buys, if not more. I think there's more.
Insane, bro.
Yeah, TNA. But it's again,
And
I don't want to give the full success to NXT, but like the relationship certainly didn't help them. They rebranded themselves as TNA really, really well, and they got a ton of momentum. And then after D'Amore got fired, you kind of felt that momentum stall just a little.
Do you think maybe D'Amore was against?
I would be inclined to think that D'Amore...
And that's why D'Amore got released?
Or maybe D'Amore wanted, like, TNA to have more control than arguably... And I mean, let's face it, in this situation, TNA is getting the exposure from NXT. It's not the other way around.
Well, no, but at the same time, these TNA guys are getting wins against top talent on NXT.
So
they're not being...
Right.
They're not being Taz.
But that's
or
what
Tommy Dreamer.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know.
it's because of the success of NXT. So I think that maybe D'Amore wanted more of a slice of the pie for TNA and not necessarily understanding the way that needed to be structured for...
It was the perfect way to come back from losing such an important head in TNA.
Well, and I think, too, that TKO owning the video rights, the licensing rights right now for TNA, opened up that door, too.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because Access owns the network and the show, but TKO owns part of the library or part of the license, something. They bought into it last year. So I think that's a huge way that they sort of opened that door, and because TKO's in control of the branding...
Next season, we might need to replace...
I think adding TNA...
Or even adding TNA...
would be beneficial for us, because we didn't expect to be in a position where we were going to be watching crossovers this much.
No, not at all. I mean, how could we?
And if this is going to continue, then we should definitely... I mean, if we're paying the respect to NXT, then at least...
I want to see how far it goes. I want to see the longevity
and
first.
we'll give it to the rest of the season and then make a determination.
Yeah.
But I think that's definitely on the table for discussion.
All right, hit us with the next one, Johnny. Sorry about that, folks.
Right.
We got kind of off into a tangent there for a second. But hey, that's what we do. That's why you like our channel.
That's right.
Eric, go ahead and take this, because I know how upset I am about Tamina.
Yeah.
But that can't possibly be
Derek.
as upset as you are about Mr. Bobby Lashley.
I get it. I mean, I get it.
What's up, Derek?
In the pool of superstars from all over the company, there isn't room for everybody to be at the top.
Yeah.
Totally understand that. But Bobby Lashley's a tenured performer. He's got the physique of a fucking god. And they're moving to Netflix on Monday. Or, they're not this Monday, but they're moving to Netflix on Mondays.
Yes.
He's a recognizable name from across several different companies, including MMA. He's got a Rolodex, and how do you let a talent like that, when you could use him in such a prominent spot going forward, go?
And then there's Bobby Lashley.
You know what, though? The exact same thing can be said for MVP.
Well, here's the thing. MVP, I think, needs to keep his mouth shut. His stuff on Twitter here recently, don't burn the bridge of the hottest ticket going right now.
I mean, I don't disagree, but people have a right to feel...
You've been paid the whole time you've been there. There's really nothing that you can say.
But people have jobs all the time.
Also, Omos, I heard, is on his way out, too.
I'm sure he is.
But here's the deal. Those were all Vince McMahon gimmicks.
They were. And I definitely see where, like, in this current landscape, it's hard to fit Bobby in because...
Let Bobby go to TNA and then still work with the WWE that way.
Overshadows too much talent there. Bobby Lashley right now is very much a needs to exist in the WWE or go exclusively to Japan. And here's the thing.
Japan would be a good spot.
But this couldn't have happened at a better time because Bobby Lashley... Japan is in need of megastars. Like, dire need right now.
Well, that's because Triple H is...
well, and that's the thing. But Lashley could come in there and really upset the balance and be like...
Could you imagine Lashley and Sap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That would be so good.
But think about Lashley like Vader circa 93.
Yeah. Or Stan Hansen-ish.
Yeah, comes in and gives the American injection that AJPW really needed to become the top company.
So what you're saying is that he's going to inject him.
He's going to inject himself with the lethal dose of poison. But yeah, Bobby Lashley, please go to Japan and become a megastar.
How the fuck can Vince do that shit?
Anyway.
It's terrible.
MVP.
I'm just going to die on camera. It's okay.
Tamina's injury prone. And I'll be honest, in the WWE...
They had so many things they could have done with her, though.
They could have, And I know this sounds dumb, but it's like, if you've got Nia Jax, do you need Tamina Snuka? Because
No,
what?
well, yes, you do, because you need somebody that, like they're doing with Natalya. They could have taken Tamina and put her in NXT and sent her with some of them girls.
They could have.
She could have went to the Performance Center
But
and worked there.
But she's got difficulty staying healthy.
True, and
she's
she's up in
injury
age.
prone.
I get that.
She's
But
an older talent.
she's still one of my favorites, man.
Oh, mine too. But keeping her on as a coach might have been
Would have been a good
advisable.
idea.
But
So,
again,
Duke,
if you've got Natty and you've got Trish Stratus hanging around and you've got a litany of talent.
I mean, I get it. It comes as kind of a shock. She's been there forever.
Oh yeah, for a long time since the Usos debuted because they didn't.
Yeah, she debuted with them. Yeah. Look where their trajectory went compared to hers.
And then the other thing too is like, you could have thrown her with the bloodline, and given the female presence, but.
Well, do you think it's a PR move due to the fact the Jimmy Snuka stuff?
No, I don't think that has
You don't
anything.
think so? You don't
I
think that's-
genuinely. What's up, dude?
You don't agree with MVP that it was race related?
No, because they're hiring more Samoans right now than they've ever hired.
But that's what
To assume that
MVP's
it's-
argument
yeah, no.
was that all of them were released due to
No, Bobby Lashley being released is an oversight. I'll admit that.
Lashley definitely needs to go to Japan.
Makes sense to be
Utilize
utilized
there. Yeah,
Totally agree.
100%.
Bobby Lashley is an oversight release, in my opinion. A bad choice to make.
I agree.
MVP, I'm not sure what else you're going to do with him. You tried sticking with Almost as a mouthpiece. It didn't really get over. Didn't really
True.
help Almost.
True.
You could have put MVP with a young tag team, made him a mouthpiece. But again, we were already sort of doing that with a number of mentors, with
True.
Chad Gable and the Creed brothers, with Bobby Lashley and Private Party.
True. I get what you're... Well,
No, not Private Party.
The Hurt Profits.
Yeah, the Street Profits. Thank you. But we already saw that kind of happening, so it's like, do we just keep recreating that? And with Tamina,
Maybe.
like, I'm sorry, but again, with all of this incredible talent, women's talent right now in the WWE is the best it's ever
They
been.
could have made her a producer, bro. They could have made her something.
Can't just
That's
give
all I'm
everybody a
saying.
job just because you like them.
Well, she's been around forever, bro.
Hey, look.
She's got seniority.
And I'm sure she got a nice release. I'm sure she got
Oh, I'm
a
sure she
severance.
did. Don't get me
You know,
wrong.
and if she's interested in coming back and working on something, I'm sure there's something they could do. But she's probably got to get herself.
TNA be kind of a cool spot.
But she's got to get herself back in ring shape, and
True.
she's got to come back to work.
True.
You know, you sit on the sidelines for 8 months at a time
Yeah, that's true.
for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? 8 months at a time for the last 5 years. She has. What's the last match you remember Tamina Snuka actually wrestling?
The Rumble.
No. Last singles match on Raw or SmackDown. Name the last one you remember. I can tell you the last one I remember was 2 years ago on
There's
SmackDown.
a tag match.
No.
Her and Nia Jax. Her and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Was the last singles
two
match.
years ago.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
it's not enough to keep that particular Carl.
Yeah, I get it. It's just unfortunate.
I agree. But I agree about Lashley. But like I said, Lashley's got a golden opportunity right now. Go to Japan and make so much money and be a megastar.
Right. Hit us with the next one, John.
Marufuji. He was formerly AJ Styles' opponent. He was the former GHC heavyweight champion of Pro Wrestling Noah. And he is coming to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Here's the deal. I love the crossover. I love that we're crossing over in more than one way now.
Yeah. Well, if you remember correctly,
4 ways, actually, if
first-
you really break it down.
the first crossover was All Japan. Before we got NXT and TNA. What's up, nerd?
What's up, Spade?
Oh, that's Chapman. Nice.
Yeah.
Before we got the NXT TNA crossover, they sent Nakamura
Yeah.
to All Japan to be part of Muda's retirement. So really the first crossover attempt that Hunter made under his regime was with All Japan.
That's true.
And now, especially with the UJPW business model not exactly lining out the way they wanted it to, obviously All Japan or Pro Wrestling Noah is the right choice because NJPW still working very closely with AEW, which is completely understandable. But where else are you going to draw some of the talent? Not to mention, All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah have a pool of younger talent that hasn't been quite accessed
Untapped.
in the American market yet,
Yeah.
which could be good for them. And Marufuji's got a ton of experience. Like I said, I know this looks on the face of it like a Vince thing or something that one would think, but if he's going to show up, he and Nakamura could have a genuine opportunity to introduce pure, true Japanese wrestling
Yeah.
to an American audience.
Yeah.
And it's not something that we see a ton of, and it's very difficult to do in translation, but if you're going to do it right, and I hope that is one of the intentions going forward. And like I said, not just to pair him with Nakamura because they're both Japanese, but because they're both so good and they wrestle the Puroresu style that could
Put him with Gunther.
outside of like the demonstrative fighting spirit nonsense you see on either AEW or the Indies,
Yeah.
you would get an actual sense for timing in Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
The way strikes are administered in Japanese wrestling. So many intricacies that we miss as American fans, and it would be a really great introduction from Marufuji. Other than that, fucking put him with everybody. The motherfucker can go.
Yeah. 100%. Carl Anderson would tear it down with him. Luke Gallows, I'm sure, would tear it down with him.
AJ, they could do for the American audience again, because
Sammy.
they didn't get that with Sammy. It works that style incredibly well.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Chad Gable, even.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mentioned Gunther before. Gunther would be a great
Gunther would
matchup.
be great. Yeah. Elia would be, would be
he
really
would be
well.
a really entertaining one.
Hit us with the next one. All right, it's that time. I'm going to hit
All right,
with a little
kids.
bit of our picks for SummerSlam.
It's time to take the picks. Time to bake the bacon. Let me get back over here and do our point recap tally. All right, so for those of you that need a refresher, we're now at SummerSlam, so we're halfway through.
Yeah.
We're halfway to WrestleMania. So the new point standings are myself and Special K are tied at 50 points for first place. Luke, your standalone second place at 47 points. And Sweet Tea and Big Bad John are tied for third place with 43 points.
All right.
So now we're going to take our picks for SummerSlam. We already got Special K's and Sweet Teas because they're not part of the show today. So I guess we'll just start it off.
All right.
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
Let everyone know which way they went, and then we'll go.
Yeah. Those two both unanimously chose CM Punk. So CM Punk or Drew? Starting with you, Big Bad John.
CM Punk.
Yeah. Luke?
Due to the Seth Rollins portion of this, how do you play it? Do you want to heel Seth Rollins versus a babyface CM Punk? Because if so, I'm going Drew McIntyre.
I think...
Because what better way to sell yourself as a heel? He said he'd take it all from him.
Well, see, and this one's hard, though, because, like...
I gotta go Drew. I'm going Drew.
This is where I'm at. He's been fucking McIntyre for so long.
You gotta give him something.
But, do you, on his first night back, on a major PLE, have Punk lose his first singles match?
Why not? Would you expect it? I'm going to go weird ways on a lot of these. I might end up either doing really well or doing really shitty by the end of this.
But it would make sense also that if Drew wins, he gets his absolution and he gets to move on.
And you have Seth Rollins
And
and Punk
Punk.
the way you wanted it originally.
Because Rollins can fuck Punk and then come back and be like, I told you to stay out of my business. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna do it.
It's
I'm gonna
tough,
say
isn't
Drew,
it?
but I'm gonna hate myself for it in the morning.
I had to go Drew myself, man.
Alright, Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title.
Braun Breaker. If they don't put it on Braun Breaker... Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sweet Tea went with Sami Zayn. Special K went with Braun. Luke, start us off.
Braun Breaker. If they have Sammy win again over Braun Breaker, you might as well put him back in NXT.
Oh, I disagree with that entirely.
If you
I
have
like
him go
Punk
over
winning,
him
but I
yet
think
again...
Rollins screws and Drew goes over. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go with Braun Breaker. It's the perfect time. Pull the trigger. Sami Zayn has already said that he thought that Ilya and Braun Breaker were the future of the Intercontinental title division.
Yeah.
So we can't have those matches until we get Sammy to drop the belt. He's been champion since WrestleMania.
Yeah,
We're
but
halfway
but
there.
I feel like we're going to get a triple threat match scenario coming real soon.
Is Sammy going to be part of this bloodline war when it takes place?
If that's the case, you got to get the belt off of him.
Exactly. Not that I'm trying to sway anybody by any means.
No, this one's hard. Because it's also, if you didn't know this, Sami Zayn's very first ever SummerSlam with a singles match.
Yeah.
And what better way to wrestle your first one than to fucking lose?
Well, he lost the title in his hometown. It's the Rocky story, man.
Fuck. Fuck!
It's the Rocky story, man. He's Sammy Balboa.
Fucking...
Yo, whatever his wife's name is, he did it. I can't ever remember what her name is. No. Sammy's on the back of his jacket. He has his wife's Serbian name or something like that.
No,
I don't understand.
I don't see Zayn losing at his first SummerSlam
Okay.
before they get to a triple threat match, so I'm going Sami Zayn.
Okay.
That brings us to you, Big Bad John.
Braun Breaker.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? All right, Logan Paul versus L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the United States Championship. L.A. Knight, unanimous selection by the other two. I'm also going L.A. Knight. I think it's time. The Logan Paul experiment. While
Logan Paul's going to Raw when it goes to Netflix.
yeah, and while it's great to have the belt on him and stuff, they're getting you side of their titles right now. He'll get featured in more singles.
Also,
stuff.
with the whole Olympic thing that's going on, which we won't dive into right now because I don't know all the specifics yet. But with the possible lawsuit and all that going forward, he's going to have a lot more problems than to be on TV every week.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go LA Knight as well.
Big Bad John.
LA Knight.
Although that could be the upset of the entire show.
Yeah. Bayley versus Nia Jax for the SmackDown the World Women's title.
The what is it? The SmackDown? It's the WWE Championship.
Okay, the WWE Women's Championship.
Yes.
Special
World
K
titles
went Bayley.
on Raw, WWE on SmackDown.
Yeah. Special K went Bayley. Sweet Tea went Nia Jax. I'm also going Nia Jax.
The Queen. It only makes sense.
Yeah.
Nia Jax, 100% the champ, because then you have Tiffany Stratton cash in on her.
Big Bad John, Nia Jax or Bayley?
Nia.
Also, can we talk about Tiffany Stratton's stink face that
We
she
can
did
talk
on
about
SmackDown?
Tiffany Stratton's whatever you want to talk about.
That's a stink face that I can be proud to wear on my upper lip.
I would
All right.
take that.
Sorry, but yeah, I can't help myself. Nia Jax.
All right. Gunther versus...
So wait, everybody
went Nia Jax except for Special K.
She might take this whole pay-per-view.
She might. I mean,
she's gone by herself in a lot.
If she gets that... No.
No?
That's the only one she's on her own with.
So far?
No, period.
Oh, okay.
It's the only one she can be on her own with. But if every other match comes down the way it is and Bayley wins, she might take the whole pay-per-view. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, Priest versus Gunther for the world title.
Gunter.
Big Bad John says Gunther. It was unanimous with the gals as well.
I figured.
Luke?
See, this one's the hard one for me. Because do you say fuck it and keep going with Damian, who is the standard right now of the world champion so far? Or do you just crush him like an insignificant little monster? I'm going Gunther, new world heavyweight
I
champion.
too am saying Gunther, new heavyweight
Bring that
champion.
prestige back to
It's
the world
time,
heavyweight
baby.
championship.
It's time. It's Gunther time. All right, then Solo Sikoa versus
We're
Cody
missing
Rhodes.
a match, aren't we?
No.
We got Rhea and Liv Morgan that is not on that
Oh, wait a second here. Let me.
thing there.
Well, then we'll have to get their picks. Hold on. Let me verify that real quick.
It's on the. I got the picture right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, officially made last Monday night,
Okay.
beginning of the night.
Let me do this real quick. That way everyone sees me do it, and we verify. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liv and Rhea. So
Yeah.
I've got to get their picks for that. Hold on. Let me write this down real quick.
I'd almost bet they're both going Rhea Ripley.
Well, we'll have to get it from them.
I'll have them post it. We'll post it on Facebook, on social media, to get theirs because they're obviously not here.
All right. So Liv or Rhea?
I don't know. Caleb, you start this one.
I think Liv. I think Dominic's going to turn on Rhea Ripley.
Me too.
Fuck her.
Liv Morgan.
And here's the thing. That's why also it's time to pull the belt off of Damian. So there's an entire collapse of the Judgment Day, except for Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Keep them as the tag champs.
Carlito.
And they go on. And they go on to do their own thing.
Add Liv Morgan to the Judgment Day.
Also a possibility. So.
Yeah, Liv Morgan. I think Dominic's gonna fuck her.
Yep.
I've thought that.
If he hasn't already.
I thought that since the beginning. It's the Eddie China thing. It just makes sense.
Exactly. Big Bad John.
Liv.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Now, Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
Yes, the WWE Championship. Nobody wants to go first.
Well, because here's the deal, like it's not so much in this scenario. Both works. You have Cody beat Solo. Cody continues being champion. Continues doing the Cody babyface thing.
However, was this what was promised?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Doesn't affect Solo and Roman's deal whatsoever. You put the belt on Solo. Solo's got to feud it with Cody for a couple of months and some baby faces until Roman comes back. It doesn't change one way or the other because the story then isn't the belt between Solo and Roman. It's the head of the table, and for that reason, I'm saying Cody Rhodes wins because I just answered my own question.
Right on. Solo Sikoa.
Okay, Big Bad John.
Solo.
It's a waste. It's a waste if they don't.
No, it's not.
Because then you have the WWE Championship handed to The Rock. It makes the People's Championship his. It makes Roman Reigns challenge him for the WWE Championship at Mania and win. Head of the table, story righted. Roman Reigns is the all-knowing, all-powerful heavyweight champion.
You can say whatever you want. Cody Rhodes.
Because Cody Rhodes is going to go to Raw with Roman Reigns.
That's a possibility.
Because that's what Netflix wants. And if that's what Netflix wants, that's what Netflix gets.
We shall see. But for now, all right, so the picks have been taken. The die have been cast.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we got to do the potential
Oh, yes.
Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable. It hasn't been made official, but the idea is that it could end up being a singles match or a six-man tag. So it's either Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable or Uncle Howdy and Friends versus Chad Gable and Friends.
Either way, I'm going Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, you'd have to in their debut.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the
Same.
Fiend debuted at SummerSlam against
I tell
Finn
you
Balor. It's the exact same story
know,
being told again.
My fucking deal with the fucking Uncle Howdy shit is they get me by doing some real shit, and then they completely flummox me with the fucking supernatural shit that happens after it. They keep me on a fucking teeter-totter, because, like, that sit-down interview with Bo Dallas, incredible. The sit-down interview they had with Eric Rowan, incredible. Even when Bo Dallas got attacked last week or whatever, and they just sort of appeared and surrounded him to protect him, incredible. But then the fucking light goes out, Nikki Cross hands him a fucking box with a dead head, whatever the fuck the gimmick was, whatever. And it's just like, you had it perfect, and then you fucked it.
Well, last week was them being attacked by Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Where he dropped Chad Gable. I like the fusion of the character better than the original fusion of the character. I like that they didn't go with these two people are completely separate people.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like the fact that they're like, no, that's Bo Dallas. They're not trying to hide the fact. They're just like they're not trying to hide the fact that it's Eric Rowan. Or
Right.
it's
And I do like
Joe
that.
Gacy.
I like that a lot.
I'm looking forward to Joe Gacy's video.
And Dexter Loomis's
And Dexter
video.
Loomis's for sure. They're not going to let Nikki Cross talk. That's the whole gimmick.
Yeah, nor should they right now.
She was the one that stared at the ceiling and heard somebody in the distance but didn't speak.
Yeah.
That's her whole gimmick. Other than the scream at the screen, you don't need her to talk.
No.
She wears the mask. That's good enough for me. And then, of course, the idea of maybe Alexa Bliss coming back in somewhere.
I sort of say
would be
Bliss
cool.
being the sixth member.
That would be sick. Come back as the Lilith character, the little doll she's carrying around, be sick.
Would it be Wyatt sick? You're welcome, America.
Everybody who is listening in their headphones hate our guts.
That's true. and as they should.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad Jim. So, WWE officially announces Wembley
Well, they're shopping Wembley. They have
I was about to say
they-
a candidate.
they have a major candidate. So the mayor of London, whose last name is also Khan,
Yes,
interestingly enough.
Sheo Khan. He's in Mortal Kombat.
That's right. Well done. Anyway, so part of his campaign to get reelected was actually promising to bring in not just more major sporting events, because they host NFL games, they host the World Cup when it comes to soccer, they host a bunch, but specifically named, we would love to get the WWE back to London because it's been however,
especially for a Mania because it brings so much revenue
Yeah.
and so many.
and so the talk is on the table for not next year's WrestleMania, but I believe the WrestleMania in
2 years, because
2020.
next year's will be, or the year after that's Tennessee.
The WrestleMania like 2026 or 2027 rather.
Yeah.
Would be where it lands out. But
Which is cool.
and it's the interesting thing there
Can I
is,
see that big again, Johnny? Can I see that picture big?
is obviously
Absolutely.
AEW's success at Wembley is huge, and AEW's ratings overseas right now. And people want to talk about the ratings all the time. They completely neglect the foreign market. And I'm telling you right now, there was a time years ago where even TNA old TNA had a better rating standing than WWE did
Oh yeah, every bit of it.
in the UK.
Yeah.
AEW kills it in the UK, and so it's really interesting to see them sort of
Still
wanting to branch
wanting-
over. But if you look at the success of all of the other international PLEs, how could you fucking not? It's just like when the WWE decides to pull the trigger to go to the Tokyo Dome again, which I believe the only thing stopping them from doing that is NJPW.
Yeah.
Because they've got a monopoly. They've got people literally in the government who try to secure the Tokyo Dome for them and not let any other major companies, unless they're doing a tandem deal, work with them.
Right.
But I'm telling you, that day's coming real soon too.
It's not going to be long. It's not going to be long at all. Hit us with the next one, John. All right, Logan Paul surpasses Dean Ambrose as the longest reigning United States champion in the modern history. At this point, it was 258 days. The 252 days was the record held by Dean Ambrose. I believe I might be off on the numbers a little bit. It doesn't matter now. Logan Paul has that record
And he's
and has
defended the
only
belt
had 3 title
three times.
defenses.
Yeah, 3 times. Ridiculous.
But it's still more than what Brock Lesnar had the first year he had.
I mean, yeah.
I
Well-
mean, he's an attraction, but here's the deal. We don't know what he's defended at house shows.
No.
We don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, they don't count that shit
3
when they do that
televised
stuff.
defenses
Yeah.
still, though.
I mean, but he has been on the road.
Yeah,
he has been
and
on TV. It's not like he has been sitting at home.
given the nature that they brought Logan Paul in from the outside, it doesn't bother me that he hasn't
At all.
defended the belt that
At
much.
all.
Because it's almost like Gunther made the Intercontinental title special by like restoring it.
Yeah.
I think Logan Paul makes the U.S. title interesting by not being there so much. And I know that's a weird thing to say.
Here's the deal. I know exactly where you're going. I'm going to try to help you here.
Yeah.
It's like the Intercontinental title and the U.S. title have went back to what they originally were.
Yeah.
The Intercontinental title was always your workhorse title.
And the U.S. title
Was always, if
you
you won that, you were one step away from the
World
WWE
Championship, but you didn't need to see the U.S. title all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That it was the celebrity, the hot shot, the flavor of the
Yeah.
month in WCW
Well,
was the United States champion.
And I think it helps too that like we don't currently have a part-time champion in any aspect.
Right. No, we really don't.
Currently. I'm talking like world champion because forever we dealt with Roman, we dealt with Brock before Roman.
Yeah.
We didn't have a full-time world champion.
Now we have 2 of them.
Now we have 2 full-time world champions. Gunther went on the most incredible streak. Women's titles are fucking important again, and women's wrestling is great.
Women's
So
tag
like
titles are climbing.
the U.S. title almost is a breath of fresh air in a way because it's an outside attraction at this point.
Where everything on SmackDown is cartoony and family and entertainment driven, everything on Raw is dark, gritty, and workhorse driven.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite of each other, which is why you have SmackDown fans.
Yeah. And remember
And you have Raw fans.
Remember when SmackDown first came? Wolfie. Sorry, a little late. Sorry I missed the last couple shows. Been very busy, but have been watching back.
Nice.
Well, welcome to the
Appreciate
chat,
you,
buddy.
brother.
Glad you're back. Yeah, it just it breathes a little bit of fresh life back into the situation, and it gives you something to look forward to outside of the normal
And
TV.
can we remember that Dean Ambrose also held that United States title for as many days as he did and didn't defend it at all?
Yes, he did.
Well, he defended it more than 3 times.
Yeah.
But if you go back and you look, televised-wise, he carried that belt without defending it for like 6 months.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because the Shield was wreaking
Yeah,
havoc
because
all
they
over
were
everything.
wreaking havoc everywhere he wasn't defending the belt. So
But he
that's
was
not
still-
really a fair...
Maybe not defending the belt, but he was wrestling on TV a lot.
He was, but the championship wasn't on the line.
No, I agree with that.
Logan Paul has been wrestling on SmackDown
But
without
at
the
least,
title on the line.
and when Logan Paul shows up at a pay-per-view, he defends the title.
And it means something.
Yeah, I agree.
It means
I agree.
something,
I'm
yeah.
not, It doesn't.
I'm in.
It
He
doesn't
sold me.
Bother me, but I do think it's time to get the belt off.
I think it's time to move him to Raw and let him wrestle with people like Sami Zayn and shit. So you're only as good as your next opponent.
And let him go back to being an attraction that isn't attached to anything. Plus, LA Knight could use the push, and LA Knight's going to make a great fucking US champion.
Bring Logan Paul in, have Logan Paul and fucking Pat McAfee for a WrestleMania match or some shit. That would be great, would it not? Remember I said that. I don't want credit going to where it doesn't deserve it. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. There you go, my man.
I called it. I've been calling it. I've been saying it, and I was right. Herculeo, the third brother of the
Will he come in as Caesar Sikoa? Is that what they're going to do? Or?
No, that's what they're talking about for the other one.
Okay.
He is Tala Tonga.
Oh, that's right, Talata. He is. They are still going to call him.
Yes, but I believe, and again, this is how I predicted it to begin with. He will not join the Bloodline. That he will be part of Roman and the Usos against the Bloodline
and
army.
Fatu.
And with the other Fatu.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Rikishi also mentioned Journey is looking forward to the option of coming in on all this shit too, which would be really cool.
We just need one more. Now we need Zilla, and then it lines out perfectly. You've got the Usos and Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, Girls of Destiny.
Yeah.
There's your tag team.
Yep.
You get Jacob Fatu, Zilla Fatu, right?
Yep.
Solo Sikoa is the buffer for Herculeo.
Yep.
And then you've got Rock and Roman.
Yeah.
Or if you don't bring the Rock in, whatever, you don't need Zilla or however it shakes out. But I believe that if they bring in Herculeo, I believe he needs to be the outlier because if not, it's just going to keep growing the idea that the WB is just bringing these guys in to be part of the Bloodline. And if they bring in a babyface who's like, no, fuck that, I don't want to be part of that, leave me alone, and then they've got a different element to play there.
Do you think that'll be the
youngest brother?
Do you think that'll be the Jey Uso angle?
Yeah, I think
we need you. Well, you didn't want me beforehand. Why do you want me now?
Yeah, I think Jay and Jimmy will reunite, and then we'll get.
Oh, that's definitely gonna happen.
We'll get Herculeo involved, and then we're off to the fucking races.
As of 2 weeks ago, Jimmy Uso is also ready to return.
Yes, sir, he is.
So. Well, it's going to be real interesting to see where SmackDown goes.
I didn't think the Bloodline would keep me interested for 3 years, but here we are.
Here we are. And we're
4 years.
And it isn't even over yet. It ain't even over yet. Hit us with the next one.
It'll be 4 years because Roman Reigns returned SummerSlam of 2020, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
When he took the title and started the Bloodline?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
When he took it from The Fiend in a triple threat match.
Time flies when you drink a lot. All right.
Joe Hendry in concert.
Live.
Part of NXT's Great American Bash, week 1, which will take place on the Sci-Fi Network this week. Be sure to set your...
Why is that? Is there something going on?
Yes, the Olympic coverage.
Oh, the Olympics on they're covering that on USA?
Yes.
Okay.
So Sci-Fi Channel will have Raw for the next 2 weeks, as well as NXT Great American Bash.
Maybe we'll get another zombie attack.
Yes, maybe. I don't know. We're going to get Joe Hendry in concert.
Do not let them forget. Do not let them make you forget.
The ECW zombie?
Nope. The fact that a bunch of zombies attacked The Miz on live television.
No, that was at Extreme Rules.
Doesn't matter.
There
were zombies, people.
The zombie on Sci-Fi was the one that tried to eat the fucking Sandman.
The zombie on Sci-Fi was a gimmick that was mandated by the Sci-Fi Network.
Yeah.
And they had to have 1 or 2 supernatural gimmicks, and they got the
zombie
and Tyler Thorne.
They fed him to fucking Sandman right out the gate.
Sandman just caned the shit out of him.
Caned the fucking shit out of him. Anyway, Joe Hendry, live in concert, night 1, Great American Bash.
Can I ask you a question?
Night. Yes.
Do you believe in Joe Hendry?
I believe in Joe Hendry. Hit us with the next one. On a good note, Kevin Owens posted a couple weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks now, she kicked out, referring to his mother, who was getting to leave, I guess, the hospital.
That's wonderful.
Super cool. She was rounding third.
Yeah.
And she's decided to kick out. That's cool as shit. Congratulations. Good to know that Kevin Owens.
It makes me feel good.
Good things coming for Kevin Owens. Good.
Joe Hendry will be in my city for an indie wrestling show next month on my birthday weekend. Can't wait. Derek,
nice.
If you take any videos, any pictures, anything at all, and send them to us, we will feature all of them in a whole episode.
Yes.
About it for your birthday. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
Obviously,
just saying.
Use that content for your channel as well, but if you want us to share it out, throw it to us, and we'll
Yeah,
line up
we could
packages,
always
we'll do
shoot a
whatever.
video and send it to you, and you could post it too. Whatever you want to do, man. Hit us with the next one.
Who
So,
is?
this is the Tonga twins from WoW. These are legitimately Tonga related.
Mm-hmm.
They are trained by the Samoan dynasty,
Mm-hmm.
and they told Dave McClain and WoW to go fuck themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and were, as you see, at the Performance Center. 2 more Tongans, except this time they're female. Could we
almost
be
like there's a
adding
place
Nia
for-
Jax or Naomi?
That's what I'm saying.
or
Almost like there's a
somebody?
place for the NXT Women's Tag Team
And
titles
here's
in the
the deal,
Bloodline.
dude. These girls are fucking
Or the
talented,
WWE
bro.
Tag Team titles. What it is.
Trained under Rikishi at the Samoan Dynasty Dojo. Here's the deal. Bring them fucking in. They're
I'm telling
good
you.
titles. They're good wrestlers.
By the end of this, the Samoans are just going to have their own show.
they
And
should
rightfully
already.
They should.
Yeah, they should
Like-
already.
Like Samoan Wednesday.
Give them Ohio Valley and rename it.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one, John. I just thought that was cool.
The Samoan Tongan Thursdays, so whatever it's going to be. Fuck it.
Speaking of WoW and the wrestlers on Netflix,
Who this is?
this is the Amazing Maria. You know Maria.
Maria.
Otherwise
Ma
known
Maria.
as Big Rig Betty. She's Holly Swag's mom. She is the second hand in OVW underneath Al Snow.
Very nice.
Has wrestled in locker rooms with everyone that I know that have been in a locker room that say she's amazing. Being inducted into the Kentucky Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Here's the deal: Maria has been in the
Circle.
area here her whole career.
Yeah.
You remember her as the Amazing Maria.
Amazing,
You
yeah.
wrestled on a show with her. I know you.
Oh,
did.
yeah.
She was a lot younger back then, obviously. It's been quite a few years.
Well, hell, I was a lot younger back
But
then.
obviously, here's the deal. Congratulations, Maria. I hope that you get to have that
Well
special
deserved,
night
darling.
that you've been looking for.
Derek says, of course, I'll definitely will share the videos/photos with Joe Hendry. It's too good to keep to myself.
Hell yeah. Appreciate
Thank you,
it, brother. Hit us with the next one, John.
Who this is?
All right, this is the team of Sol Rucka and Cameron Patovich on NXT. They've come up with the greatest tag team name in the history of tag team names.
Uh-huh.
When I say I mean I've seen it somewhere, but I'm going to say I anyway. Surf Ninjas.
I love it.
Now, all we need to do is get a graphic, I was told by somebody the other night, and put Rob Schneider in the background.
Perfect.
And it will be the poster for the new Surf Ninjas.
Can I just say, I would love to get a look at Shawn Michaels' search history.
Dude, stop.
Because every single...
Well, he has two
Alright,
screens,
that
but he
mo-
can do that. His eye goes
That
different.
motherfucker's got to have a sweet tooth. Because there is not one wrestler in NXT that ain't bringing cake with him.
Right?
Not a one. And I'm like, hey, look, I respect it. I'm a big fan.
And then
But like-
and then Linda came in and F it.
But it's like, but it's like, Sean, what do you think NXT needs?
Cake. Lots of
Well,
it.
you know, Hunter asked me, and ass. Just for days. Ass for days is what NXT really needs, I
The
think.
jigglier the better.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Tatum
Buddy.
Paxley got, oh my
Huh,
God.
just-
She got it in places
You want
that
to talk
God
about
didn't even
reasons
know
for me to
should be
get canceled?
places.
Let me keep watching NXT. All right.
I would be happily canceled. Let me say, I'll take Booker's spot.
Yeah.
I can rip off fucking 80s catchfesses every
That's
week
right.
and go, that's trick. I can do that every
And Pat
week.
Patterson got me in the shower.
F it.
F it.
It's a natural puke right there. Hit us with the next one, please. All right, so Brutus Creed announced for Bloodsport.
Against
Is that
Filthy-
11?
Yeah. And against Phil. No, that is. XI isn't. No, wait, IX is 9, so yeah.
Actually, that is taking place
Yeah, that's 11.
tonight
Yep, yeah.
on
Brooklyn, New York.
GCW.
Probably on.
Fight?
No, what is it? The thing we had.
No. GCW is not on IWTV.
Oh, that's right. They pulled themselves. I
Yeah,
forgot.
they're on Fight or the other BNR.
I get what you're saying, brother. Sean is definitely cooking up some cake for sure.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but he must keep a cold fridge full of milk because all that motherfucker got around his cake.
We got that match is an outstanding match. Hit us with the next one. We
Hold
also
on, I want
got
to talk about that real quick.
okay.
For those of you who aren't aware, that's Filthy Tom Lawler. He's a former UFC fighter, professional wrestler. And I feel sorry for Brutus Creed because that boy's going to get his ass whooped. Anyway, you were saying.
It's going to be interesting, man. Also on this card, we have Charlie Dempsey, hit us with the next one, John, is also going to be in attendance.
How you don't just let him be Chuck Regal is beyond me.
He
Because
doesn't want to be.
I understand that, but there is not a soul that looks at him and thinks, you know whose father
That was
that kid's
Finley's
not?
boys, who that is.
That's Regal's boy.
No, I mean, you don't see anybody saying that looks like Finley's boy.
Like, you know, you remind me of an old... That motherfucker looks like William Regal took a shit, put it in wrestling boots, and said, here, go for it.
Wrestle my progeny.
I mean, golly. My son looks like he fell out of my back pocket, does he not?
Yeah.
And same fucking... that is son of William Regal.
That is Willie
And
Regal
nobody
Jr.
can tell me that it's not.
Willie Regal Jr.
It's like Braun Breaker. I respect that he's a breaker. Your fucking last name...
I love that he started calling it the Breakensteiner
Yes.
from the top rope.
Your last name should be Steiner. Deal with it. You don't like it? Oh, you want to
It's
make
not
it...
like you can hide.
You want to make it on your own?
My
Shut up.
question is, though, he looks more like Scotty than he does Rick. I'm just saying.
He sounds like Scott.
Talks,
Sounds like
acts,
Scott.
hands,
Well,
everything.
and then,
just
but I
like
hate that because I hate... Like, I understand...
the fact that you can see Scotty and
No.
giving it to Rick's
I-
wife.
F it. No, I hate that, like, there are guys... And look, I get it. I totally get it. Like, you want to make a name for yourself, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be in your parents' shadow. Get it, right? Now I want you to look at who your WWE champion is,
Yep.
and what the biggest story in the company is.
Yep.
There's not a Samoan alive
Or the
who
one-
hides from the Samoan dynasty.
Not only that, Cody's story.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
look at your WWE champion.
Yeah.
Literally built his career off of being the son of Dusty Rhodes, while also trying to come out from the shadow. And also, stop trying to confuse me. I'm a wrestling fan. You're the son of William Regal, Charles Dempsey, and you can't tell me otherwise. And I know you're not trying to, but change your fucking name.
That's right, Charlie.
Proud of your heritage, Chuck.
His is the name.
That is your real name?
Monday Night Raw, like I said, to air on Sci-Fi for the next 2 weeks.
Because of the Olympics.
Because of the Olympics, so...
You know what the Olympics doesn't have this year? Jamaican bobsled team.
They do not. But that would be the Winter Olympics anyway.
Doesn't matter. There's not a Jamaican bobsled team.
Well, there should be, by
The
God.
only reason a person watches the Olympics at all
Here's the deal.
is for the bobsledding.
Me, you,
Uh-huh. We'll get Messamore and Johnny, and we'll be the world's biggest bobsled
we'll
team.
go and we will offer our services
Yeah.
to Jamaica
Well,
to
yeah.
be their bobsled team.
We'll represent Jamaica, provided
And
they...
we got a bobsled
team.
All right, no, we don't know the rights
I
to that
see
shit.
pride.
so.
I see power.
See how badass mother.
We don't take no shit up nobody.
Hit us with the next one, John. All right, these are the current top salaries in WWE for the year of 2024.
Roman Reigns made $15 million.
Here we go.
this
Rhea
year.
Ripley,
Wipe my fucking ass.
number 10, $6 million.
Get it?
9, Jey Uso at 7, tied with Finn Balor and Kevin Owens.
Get it?
8 million for Drew McIntyre and CM Punk.
Yeah.
9 million for Seth. 10 million for Cody and Randy Orton. And of course, Roman sits at the top of that hill with $15 million.
$15 million.
And I would like you to know that he has wrestled how many times in 2024?
Probably,
Less than Logan Paul?
what? Yeah, since April? Fuck yeah, twice, maybe?
Yeah. Anyways,
Or
I thought
since
that was
before
pretty
April, rather?
interesting of a fact here that Rhea Ripley, not Becky Lynch, not
Is the highest paid female
is
superstar
the
in the
highest paid as of right now. That is links that China never reached.
True. You
That
know,
she fought for, but was never given
we-
the opportunity
we
to
still
have.
don't have any updates on what Becky Lynch is up to.
She's
I just
enjoying
realized that.
being a mother.
Yeah.
From what I heard the last time I heard
Good,
anything.
I'm glad.
I'm happy with that, man. She's young. She can come back like Trish Stratus. Oh, also what we don't have a slide for, but I'm going to mention, Beth Phoenix removed from WWE.
Yeah, she's gone too. But again, if you've got Natty as a full-time coach, not to mention Beth's husband's over at AEW,
Yeah.
I'm certain she can get a gig over there working with him.
Well, she does his theme song. She's
Yeah.
the voice at the beginning of his theme
So-
song now.
She's not hurting by any means.
No, but I thought I would just point that. Push
Well, and
that
also,
along.
Edge's he's going to start filming season 2 of Percy Jackson soon.
Yes.
So like,
Well, you know, he broke his foot.
Yeah.
Or he broke his leg.
and
right?
they have been talking because they talk about in all their interviews how they try to manage being full-time parents first and entertainers second. So it may just be
No,
a thing where
kudos to her,
she's
man.
taking her time and going home and taking care of the kids.
It's not
or,
like they're hurting for money.
no, they're doing okay for themselves.
Wolfie says he'll bring the egg.
Hey, perfect.
Hit us with the next one, John.
That's
All right, I have come up with a list. We're just going to go widescreen for all these,
okay.
as it'll just be the easiest way to do it, among other things.
Where did we get this information?
Huh?
Where did we get this information?
This information, actually, I pulled off of Facebook and WrestleLania.
Okay.
So there is a lot of insane wrestling facts that I'm going to go through here, and they are all actually do work out. They are all 100% fact.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's hit us with our first one.
Brock Lesnar has never been pinned on Monday Night Raw. Wow. I don't think I ever realized that, but you are correct.
That is true.
Anytime he's ever been pinned, well, he doesn't wrestle on Monday Night Raw, but
Exactly.
even when he was a full-time member of the roster in the early 2000s, he was on SmackDown.
I want you to remember that for later.
Okay.
Hit us with the next one.
Abraham Lincoln invented the chokeslam. Yes, I've read that.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one.
Stephanie McMahon is the only woman in WWE history that has pinned The Rock. Huh.
Mixed tag match.
Yeah.
Chair shot. She laid across him.
Yeah, it was her and Jericho, right?
It's when DX went heels and
Her and Triple H.
Yep.
Against The Rock and Trish?
Trish.
Yeah.
But the 100% accurate. Stephanie McMahon. I looked it up. It was actually on a episode of SmackDown.
And then she pinned half the roster. Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Macho Man specifically. Hit us with the next one.
Wow. Brock Lesnar's defeated every WWE champion who's been African American. Yes, that's 100% true. The Rock, Kofi Kingston, Bobby Lashley, and Big E. All four recognized WWE World Champions have been pinned and defeated and lost their championships to Brock Lesnar.
To Brock Lesnar. Hit us with the next one.
Snoop Dogg has more wins at WrestleMania than Oscar.
No, now seriously.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about that.
Yeah, you're right.
It's sad. She
Yeah.
won the Royal Rumble, Caleb.
She did, and we got fucked that year. She and Shinsuke both won.
Also,
and
I
neither of
would
them
like
won
to point out
the
that
main event.
WWE made a belt for Snoop Dogg that had pot leaves on the inside. WWE actually made something for Snoop that, as you can see, has
Yeah.
pot leaves.
Yeah. It's a whole new day, buddy.
Whole new day.
Remember that. That's
It's a new day.
That's what cost Rob Van Dam his world championship.
Yeah, now he's a Hall of Famer.
Now he's a Hall of Famer.
Hit us with the next one.
Roman Reigns has never beaten Seth Rollins in a PLE match.
100% accurate. Last time they wrestled, he won by disqualification because he was dressed as the Shield and beaten with a chair.
So he's never pinned Seth Rollins.
Never beaten
Roman
Seth
lost
Rollins.
by
Roman was
DQ.
disqualified. Therefore, he's never beaten Seth Rollins at a pay-per-view match.
I feel like I want to. No offense.
I fact-checked it before
I understand that,
put it
but
on
I
here.
feel like that one is one that I want to bet too, just so I can line out some dates and like make a timeline of it.
Yeah. But as of in the book,
Has never
beaten
Rollins
Seth
in
Rollins
PLE.
at a pay-per-view.
Okay.
Seth beat him for the title in the triple threat with Lesnar. He beat him at Royal Rumble by disqualification because he wouldn't stop beating him with the chair.
Mm-hmm.
So Roman retained the title, but Seth didn't lose, didn't get pinned. It's all out there, bro. It's a long list, but it's all Seth Rollins coming up smelling like roses on pay-per-views.
You're right. You're right.
Now, Raw or SmackDown?
That's a different. Yeah,
that's
we're talking
that's a different thing.
strictly
Yes.
PLEs.
Hit us with the next one, John.
10-year-old fan Nicholas became Raw Tag Team Champion alongside Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 34. Yes, we all remember that.
Yes. Also, though, is a fact.
Yeah, referee's son, Nicholas.
Those who don't follow wrestling probably didn't know.
How
that.
old would that kid now be now? What was that, 8 years
34.
ago?
It was WrestleMania 40 this year, 6 years ago.
Oh, so he's only 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit us with the next
I
one.
thought it was WrestleMania. I thought we had more than that.
All right, that's the end of my facts, but I want to talk about... Actually, no, I think
there's more facts.
There's more facts.
Yeah.
I wanted to throw this in here to give kind of a buffer.
Yeah.
The chair shot
Yeah.
from Blood and Guts,
Mm-hmm.
while still a gimmicked chair,
Mm-hmm.
still was uncalled for.
Yeah, I think that...
In today's age with the protocol...
I think that we know more about
I
CTE.
love Mark Briscoe.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
But
I think we know enough about CTE and have seen the damage it can do to pro wrestling
even with a gimmick chair.
firsthand. That
What if it locked into place?
But here's the other part though. And this is where like this is gonna sound crazy, but like we as wrestlers can make that determination.
Yes.
I still hate fucking wrestling fans who get on the internet even though they're making the exact same argument we're making, right? I've taken unprotected chair shots.
I've given them.
So, like, you've taken them too, though. Like,
I have a lot.
You've taken them, so we can make that determination. And I just hate it when fans get on there, like, do we need this in 22? Shut up. No, we don't, but shut up.
Yeah.
Like, you're not wrong.
My
shut
whole reasoning behind it's completely different. Mine is for children who are watching a primetime wrestling show.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Those kids don't know the difference that chair's gimmicked.
No.
Did Mark Briscoe have to swing that chair as hard as he did?
Yes.
No.
Yes,
he
he
did
did.
not have to
Yes,
swing
he
that
did.
chair that hard.
If you are going to commit, you know as well as I do, if you're going to commit, you got to
Then
commit.
you have to back out of every
And
bit of sponsorship or
they
anything that
didn't
you
lose,
have.
They didn't lose any sponsors.
But you should.
No, you shouldn't. Why?
Be-
Hold on. Let me make this counter
Okay,
argument.
all right.
It was done on a show called Blood and Guts.
Yes.
So let me throw out real quick that if you're a at home, and as a parent, as a full-time parent,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to let my kids watch it unless I approve of it. And if I approve of it, you let them watch a show called Blood and Guts. To not see some blood and guts, I'm just saying that's like that's a no-sell argument for me. Second of all, it's a fucking blood match, steel cage match. If he should have done an unprotected chair shot?
No.
He shouldn't have. But he did, and so yes, you absolutely follow through. You absolutely commit. Otherwise, you kill the business. You know that as well as I do.
See, I don't agree from that angle. Maybe it's just I've been out of the business long enough.
But okay, so you would have him do what?
Well,
instead?
what would have happened if it was a gimmick chair that didn't ungimmick and
Then
it
he
killed
gets-
the motherfucker on TV in front of children?
Then they've made one more concussion protocol mistake that AEW's made a litany of, and you can't keep using the kid argument because they're watching a
But you
primetime show
can't not-
at 9 o'clock called Blood and Guts.
But
You don't take
deny the fact of the children as well, otherwise it's a one-sided argument.
bullshit. You can't take kids to Deadpool.
We're not going to look
Hold
eye to eye
hold
on this, bro.
No, but
It's
this is
not gonna
fine.
happen.
We can have the debates
Yeah,
on this
yeah,
show.
yeah,
So
yeah.
why don't you sack up and debate with me, goddammit? Let's do this.
All right.
Anyway, you can't take a kid to see Deadpool and Wolverine and get mad that you see blood, cussing, and all the shit that Deadpool already does, right? Otherwise, you know what you paid for when you're getting it, even though it's a comic book movie, right? We get PG comic book movies. We get them all the time.
Yes.
This is a TV-13 rated, or TV-14.
14.
TV-14 rated wrestling product titled Blood and Guts. Now, do I understand your argument about safety? Like, you want your kids swinging a chair and his little brother as hard as he can?
No.
But that's a parent's job. That isn't the wrestling company's responsibility
But
to
you
administer.
can't claim that the AEW is where the best wrestle if they're taking shots like that at each other unprotected. Gimmick chair or not, it's still
On
unprotected.
that, we don't disagree.
Yeah.
On that, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Well, what I'm saying is it doesn't help the fact that they talk about they want everyone from kids and shit to buy toys and merchandise and shit like that, and then they turn around and try to sell that shit as being acceptable. It's not.
But every company wants that, right? Right? Go with me.
I mean, most companies do want that. This is coming from a guy who works for a fucking hardcore company.
Okay, but let me make one counter argument, right? One counter argument.
Yeah.
The argument then is that a kid won't know that it's fake, right?
Right.
Pick up an object, whatever it is, and swing it as hard as he can at his brother's head, right?
Yes.
My argument there is that that's obviously the parent's job to monitor happening, right?
Yes.
So why wasn't anybody that mad or concerned about the kids when Randy Orton set the Fiend on fire?
I agree. I thought it was stupid.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree.
But if we're going to nitpick every little thing we do versus like viewership, then
my argument is people bitching about people being upset about it is wrong.
Well, I agree.
That's my whole. That's my my whole.
Like I said, you and I agree on this.
Yeah. But the Fiend thing, yes, I was completely against this. But again, it ended the fucking character and ended the whole fucking thing anyway.
And yes, you're right. Had the unprotected chair shot, and again, guys, the debate is strictly for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
We completely agree.
Yes, 100%.
My argument to that is, we know enough about CTE protocol now.
Exactly.
That like, and then like Matt Hardy's duel. I mean, Matt Hardy got concussed 4 times in
off that
2
ladder
months?
with Sammy Guevara.
The ladder, the chair that he threw at Matt Hardy's head that was a real chair.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that
one.
part. Yeah.
And then there was a third one.
He ain't been on TV since either.
No, he's on TNA TV now. Him and the Hardy Boys. Yeah, the Hardy Boys are back together on TNA.
No. I meant Guevara.
Oh, he actually came back last night.
Did he really?
Ring of Honor. They're going to make him a Ring of Honor top guy. But anyway,
Let's just end
we
Ring
know
of
enough
Honor
about
a little
CTE that like you could have
Yeah.
done this any other way.
All I'm saying is
Or if you got to hit somebody in the head, couldn't have used a kendo stick? A little bit safer?
something a little bit more
but it's
controlled.
still, you can still get the visual of him like
Yeah,
snapping it.
what's going through my mind is somebody hitting somebody with a gimmick chair and it not gimmicking and not...
tell you
Brandon
what.
Lee, it killed Brandon Lee with a fake bullet.
Getting hit with a gimmick chair that doesn't gimmick
Hurts.
twice as fucking hard as
Yes.
getting hit with a non-gimmick chair just straight up. I will tell you that fucking firsthand.
And look how many of our fucking guys, of the legends of professional wrestling,
Oh yeah, one
who
to
A,
discourage.
can't remember things,
Yeah,
or B, are dead.
yeah, and also discourage shit like
Yeah,
that.
I understand trying
But-
to be edgy, but not on
And
purpose.
again,
You
it's,
could have saved that for a pay-per-view, put it behind a paywall, I'd have been fine with it. But for it to be accessed by people who could just be flipping through the channels,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but that argument too. Once it hits the pay-per-view, you can be accessed by even 100 million more flipping through YouTube. So that argument, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying, but you see my argument.
Yeah, I
on
get
this
it. It
too.
just-
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Yeah,
I didn't think the show was good at all. I didn't think the match was good at all.
You know what's
we
funny?
don't need Darby Allin trying to set a motherfucker on fire,
and that's
which also is something I had a problem
and
with.
that's the other thing. This one is one of those. They have the license for Blood and Guts, and they want the match. It's
Quit giving it away for free.
well, they've created their own Hell in a Cell
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
Yeah,
where you have to have a Hell in a Cell at the Hell in a Cell.
but they're not giving it a pay-per-view.
No, I'm saying the situation.
Yeah.
The reason we had a yearly Hell in a Cell was so that they could use Hell in a Cell once a year.
Yeah.
Regardless of where the feuds were, regardless of whatever. Blood and Guts is basically they've got a reason for a match.
Yeah.
But not a match for a reason.
Well,
Makes
not
sense?
only that, they had a show called Battle for the Belts.
That was last night.
The last battle of the belts before last night.
Mhm.
Not a single title was on the line.
Yeah.
Not one.
Ridiculous.
How do you have a battle of the belts? That's like having a night of champions without a championship.
Yeah. It
Makes no sense.
I know.
I don't know, man. I here's the deal. TNA, please hurry up and become number 2 so I
They're
don't have
working
to
on
watch
it.
this shit.
They're working on it quick.
MJF was cool, but he can only hold so much on his own.
I didn't like the whole it's a good thing your grandma died. I don't know. I get that MJF's the edgelord and he says whatever, but that one was super forced.
Well, him and Osby is what I'm saying. The confrontation was
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be great. That match.
Also, his picture with Kurt Angle on.
Yes, keeping the European
UK
interlopers
invaders down or
yeah.
some shit. Fantastic.
All right, Big Bad John.
Hit
let's
us with the
roll
next
on,
one.
baby.
Let's get back into some facts.
Christian Cage holds championship gold in NWA, TNA, WB, ECW, AEW, and TNT. AEW on TNT.
Yes.
Yes, holds. That's actually inaccurate. He holds NWA gold, TNA gold independently of one another, because he was the TNA champion.
I think that's why they did the parentheses for TNA
but
as
also
well.
he was the Impact champion when it was just Impact.
Yes.
So that's 3 separate brands.
Also, World Heavyweight Champion.
WWE and ECW as respective world champions, was also WCW Tag Team Champion directly after the acquisition, and the AEW TNT Champion.
I think they mean is hold any championship
Yeah,
gold in all of
but
them.
I'm just saying,
Which-
they're missing accolades here from
They're
my boy.
missing a lot for him, but that is a fact.
Yeah.
He has held championship gold in all of them.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one.
Cody Rhodes is the only man that has held the Undisputed Tag Titles and the Undisputed WWE Championship. That's correct. He held the tag titles with Uso and is the Undisputed Champion.
Yep. All right, hit us with the next one.
Look at Big Bad John sitting over there. being
Chris
all handsome.
Jericho has 5 combined hours inside the Royal Rumble match, but has yet not won it.
Yeah, Jericho's never won a Royal Rumble.
But he's been
Every
in it for
time-
combined over 5 hours.
And every time that statistic comes up, I always think, like, no, he definitely had to win in, like, 2003 or
Nope.
2004, and never fucking once.
Even the year he did the Save Me gimmick, he got beat by Sheamus.
Yeah,
We
and
watched
he's
it in
come
my
close, but
All right, and I think the next one is the last one of these facts I have. It is.
Chris Benoit had a match on Raw more recently than Brock Lesnar.
Fact. The match that you will think of is the Cody Rhodes tag match that never happened.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking I don't
Yeah.
think he's ever had a since he returned after attacking John Cena. I don't think he's ever had a match on Raw.
No.
He's had fights, interviews, and
Yep.
confrontations.
Yep, never a match.
but never a match. And Benoit passed away after Lesnar had already left the company the first time. Yeah.
Ain't that insane to think about, though?
That's crazy.
Chris Benoit has been on Monday Night Raw.
More recently. It had a match more recently. Than Brock Lesnar.
Or on Raw, for that match, in wrestling capacity.
Eddie Guerrero would have had a match more recently on SmackDown than Brock Lesnar had. That's wild. Wow.
No. Brock Lesnar at the season premiere of SmackDown beat Kofi
Kingston for the world title.
Yep.
I forgot that happened on
Raw,
SmackDown.
100%
yeah,
accurate.
You're right.
Hit us with the next one, John.
That's crazy.
All right. Don't forget to check out Tough Broads Pride Month edition. It goes over all of the, not all of the, but we selected a few gay pride LGBTQ plus. Did I get them all?
Yep.
Yes. I sometimes I forget. I don't want to forget any of that. It's a big show we did for Pride Month to check out some of the leading
highlighted professional wrestlers who identified as the LGBTQ.
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
And actually, for the first time on this broadcast, we're actually going to pitch to a commercial.
Hey, check it out.
Check it out. So,
PWT presents Tough Broads. Check it out.
I'm going to have some new episodes coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Sweet Tea and Special K have been working on some stuff. We're going to see an influx, so to speak.
Yeah.
So today, I guess it's time to turn the show over to Big Bad John.
Big Bad John.
What do you have for us today, my man?
I got a few videos. That
All right. Are these the reaction vidges?
No. Those will be after.
Okay,
Those
gotcha.
will be after. But here's the first one.
Okay. What are we looking at here,
I'll
John?
trade you my pickle for a nickel.
Is that what that is, you
From
think?
the Little Rascals.
Okay.
Do you like pickles?
Oh! Hot damn, am I good?
I love pickles. My mother makes me eat them. I'm crazy about them. I'll sell you my pickle for a nickel.
How about 2 cents?
How about 2 cents?
Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
I
got
have 2
two.
pickles.
I have 2 pickles.
I
I
have
have 2 pickles.
Hey, hey. I have
I love the Little Rascals.
Love it.
That explains why he's so refined. Yeah, and so oily.
Birthday?
That's my mom. Whoopee.
Don't ask.
Dear
Are
darling,
these kosher?
I hate your stinking guts.
You make me vomit.
You are
Pickles
scum
they
between
stink.
my toes.
Big ass pickle though. I kind of want a pickle now. It's fucked up, man.
Pickle giver.
Also, great drawing by the way.
Fantastic, Big Bad John.
Good call. I actually that one I seen the picture too. I thought
I got
maybe
it.
that's what it was. Hit us with the next one, John.
That's an awesome commercial. Says
Thank you,
Wolfie.
Wolfie. What do we got here? Do you think?
Frog splash through a table
All right, let's
off
see
of a
it.
ladder. A legitimate. I've seen this one. This is great.
Legitimate frog
A
splash?
real frog splash. Oh, it's all broken.
That's better than anything cardboard deathmatch era of TV.
Woo!
That's vicious, man. That was in the hard part of the ring too. He broke him in half.
Scars my witness. He's broke. They killed him. They killed him.
They killed him. Hit us with the next one, please. Oh my God, I'm almost scared to ask.
Luigi tripping on mushrooms.
I don't know. Let's
It
see.
looks like a psychedelic mushroom. That's why I'm saying it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh, Ouija, get it!
Oh no, Luigi.
It's what would you consider a Luigi and a Subaru? You can't do that. It's not even built where you're from.
You can't
Oh, well.
Shoot.
get
He's a professional is what he is. Look at this. You know what you want. That's what he said. Call me, baby.
getting his Yoshi all over somebody's
Well,
peaches.
all right. That was definitely on mushrooms or something.
That's a real frog splash. Love it.
All right. What do we go
I
back
know
here
this
real
one.
quick? Let me see if I can guess it.
Yep, I know this one. I've seen it.
All right, what do we have here? We have a ladder,
Mm-hmm.
a Jeff Hardy,
Mm-hmm.
and is that somebody horseback? Knight's horseback?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Hit us with it.
A knight swanton bombs another knight from his horse.
So Jeff Hardy, Monday Night Raw. Oh! I love that he only landed on him with his head. He could have landed all he wanted to, and he didn't.
True Jeff Hardy fashion.
What, missing? Oh! Breathalyzers.
Hey, I love it, but watch it again,
Cop
though.
cars.
Watch the white horse celebrate with the knight. Black horse just stays there. White horse, he celebrates. Horse, like, yeah! Fucking get him, pal.
Fucking right. Nice. All right, what do we got here next?
Us.
Oh, we're going to do our React videos now. This should be
PWT
fun.
reacts.
All
Luigi
right.
trying out for the next Magic Mike movie.
These all come from Special K.
Special K, yeah.
So let's check them out.
Let's get it.
See our first video. Oh, that is Shotzi.
Is that Shotzi and Effie?
Ooh! I believe that's Shotzi on the Indies. Yes, I believe that's
No,
Shotzi.
that's Effie.
That's definitely Effie.
No.
Oh,
fuck
my
that.
God.
No, sir. No.
Vicious as
No.
shit.
That's dumb. Fuck you.
Let's see. Well, at least she's protecting her head, though.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, no, that's vicious as
No,
fuck.
grassy.
You know, she only probably got paid like $25 in a hot
If
dog.
that. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Unnecessary.
And you know what the fucked up part is? At least she... hold on, let it play one more time. At least she didn't come down on these school chairs.
Yeah.
You remember how hard school chairs
fucking
were?
getting splintered in the back of your
But
fucking...
think about it. You remember how hard those chairs were
Oh,
in
I
school?
remember, buddy.
Shit. Could you imagine coming down on one of those like
No,
that? It's
I-
an X. He has an X
No, I
marks the
see
spot.
it. I
Yeah.
get it. I understand it. No, sir.
No, I wouldn't
No.
know. That's like that guy that threw the one on fire across the gymnasium.
Nope, fuck you.
Hit us with the next one. Big guy, Jim.
Fuck you.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, who are those guys?
Those are the Beverly Brothers.
Yeah,
Also
right.
known as not well done. Let me think here. Hold on. It was Blake and Bo and Blake, the
Yeah.
Beverly Brothers. They were a big team in Smoky Mountain. That is a finish,
That's
sir.
that's a finish to your fucking life. Is
You
what
know what
that
the
is.
fucked up part is?
What?
I don't believe that's their finisher.
No, they just decided to fucking slapjack somebody up in the air and
One more
drive
time,
them
one
down
more
this
time.
fucking dome. What's it feel like wrestling the Steiners in the 80s?
Yeah.
Like that.
CM Punk fans' emotions during this WWE return.
Oh my gosh.
It's up, it's down. It's up, it's down. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. That's sick, bro. Oh my God!
Wow! Okay, first of all, hats off to the fucking guy, the group there that catches her.
Is that Jody Threat?
I don't have a clue. I can't tell from this far away.
Here we go, here we go. He almost hit the fucking wall.
Almost, and she...
No one counts 1, 2, 3, it says on the wall.
No.
Ooh.
And they caught her clean on. He almost out... Like,
That was
that's
worked on
fucking
all day.
Look at her fold.
Yeah.
Fuck
That move right there, that was worked on all day, and that's the end of the show.
Let's be happy those guys...
Because ain't
were there.
nobody going
Yeah,
on
no.
after that shit.
No.
Hit us with the next one, John. That's crazy.
Rope's broken.
Is this HCW?
Oh!
Shit. Actually, that place looks familiar.
I don't know.
Is that Albion?
Could be.
I think it is.
Yeah. We worked there.
Yeah.
Yep. That
You
poor
won a
fella-
battle royal there that I played the
I did,
SpongeBob
yeah.
theme when you won.
Yeah. That's right.
One more time. Watch this little kid, though. He almost got this little kid.
No, he got that little kid. He bumped into him. He didn't take him out.
One more time here. That's a hell of a spill, but that happens when there's no ropes.
Yeah.
Donk. All right, here's
Wow.
the next one, John. This is Ricochet,
Ricochet.
and Will Osby.
Is this the
Or
one-
no, I'm sorry, that's
and,
Callisto.
Oh, Callisto, yeah. Is this the one
All
with
right.
rope breaks?
No, that's him and Ricochet, I
No.
think.
That's right. Him and Osby.
Or yeah, him and Osby. I'm sorry, that is Ricochet. Here we go. Oh. Backflip. Here we go. All right. That's pretty impressive.
But here's what I want to say. It's impressive, but it's not pro wrestling.
No,
It's
it's not. But
Incredibly
wait a minute.
impressive.
Want to get something else? No.
Is that AR Fox?
Um.
Oh yeah, we are getting more.
All right.
Why are we just?
Well, they did all this shit in the beginning. This isn't part of the match. This is part of the opening.
Come on, fellas.
And I think that is actually the one with the pick in his hair before he got big. Willie.
Yeah.
I believe that's Willie Mack.
Okay.
As far as the other corner, I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't tell from this angle.
I'm pretty sure that's Willie Mack.
It looks like him.
Rich Swann. It's Rich Swann.
Oh, yeah.
So that was super cool.
Very cool. Like I said, it's super athletic. It's just not wrestling.
It's pretty to watch, babe.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And there's a place for it in wrestling. I'm saying the version of this is strictly choreographed.
You couldn't sell it on TV.
Well, you could. AEW
In the right
NXT
bracket,
does it
yeah,
too.
yeah.
But what this lacks is like the finesse of trying to
The
lay into the
structure,
strikes.
yeah.
Again, that's coming from a guy who absolutely cannot do
Any of that, yeah.
So it's still way more impressive.
It's impressive to watch, not so much in action.
It's awesome to be entertained by. It's just not what I'd look forward to, a part of wrestling that I like.
Well, get ready. This is going to be what's on Collision when Ricochet signs.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You're ready for it.
All right,
this
Big
with the
Ben
next
John.
one?
No. What happened?
Did he hit it?
I don't.
Camera cut.
Well, the from this angle, we're not going to be able to determine what it is. It looks like whatever he tried to do worked. He's going for a pinfall. So
Yeah, a dude was going for the pinfall. It's just a cool
Yeah,
move.
unfortunately, it's just not a good angle for
That
us to determine
cameraman
something.
shouldn't have been there at all.
Well, no, and then whoever's recording it
Yeah.
filled right to the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
So
Hit us with the next one, John. That's pretty neat
Yeah.
in the air, though. Here we go.
Oh,
Hey, there's your
Chuck
friend.
Taylor.
There's your friend.
my
And
guy.
I think that's Daisy Hayes, isn't
It's
it?
either Daisy Hayes or Candice LeRae. That's Candice LeRae.
That's Candice LeRae, yeah, because there's Johnny
yeah,
Same
there's
Face.
Johnny.
And Trent.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is he getting the grenade? Is he going to do the grenade spot?
Is that what this is?
No,
Or did he just leave?
I don't know. What's happening?
Keep watching.
Oh, okay. Oh, he did leave. And he's back.
He changed into women's garb to fight her. Put on a dress and a wig.
You fucking kidding me.
That
is your hero.
Oh, look, it's Joey Ryan.
Is that Joey Ryan?
Yeah, that's Joey Ryan.
Oh, I thought that was,
No.
that is Joey Ryan.
Yep.
Ooh, well, at least he's getting
Wow.
hammered in the head.
Putting on lipstick. Is he going to kiss him?
I was
Is he
thinking,
going to kiss him and then get roped into the dick flip?
maybe.
Jesus Christ.
I knew you'd love this. I knew you'd be a big fan.
Fucking hated here.
There we go. Actually, I haven't seen these videos. I didn't know this was coming. This is just a happy accident. Here we go. Ooh!
It's going to light up Candice LeRae.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this before. He's beating the shit out of her behind us. No, you're good. No, it's good. I don't have to see it. I don't like Chuck Taylor. So here we go.
Powerbomb.
Oh my
Razor's
God!
edge to the outside.
Don't do it.
Oh.
Okay, that was safe. That was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
That was
fine
a nice
powerbomb.
powerbomb.
Joey Ryan comes in with a kick here. Okay.
Okay, well that was a nice. That
I've
was a
seen
nice
all
powerbomb.
of Joey Ryan and Chuck Taylor I care to see for the day.
Well, let's see what video 8 is.
More Chuck Taylor. All right, we got some flips. Some flippy guys.
This looks like real Lucha Libre. That's Gringo Loco.
Mm-hmm.
That
was cool.
This is where that
Nice.
stuff you was talking
Yes,
about.
exactly. This is where
the
it works.
GCW right
Yeah,
here.
this is where it works. All right, we got a tag coming in. Very nice.
Very well done.
Nicely executed. Ducks the line real quick. Nice back kick. Stop slapping your fucking legs so much. We're going up. Springboarding. Ooh, that was unique.
It was
I've never
different.
seen anyone do it
That
like
was
that before.
That was pretty nice, actually. Yeah.
This guy wearing Buzz Lightyear gear?
Yes,
Gotcha.
that's one of the Rascals.
Oh! That was cool! Did you see that?
Yeah.
He went for the sunset flip powerbomb, gets caught by the guy on the outside, and then the partner comes in. That was fucking... I've never seen anyone do that. That was cool.
That was cool. Yeah, that was super.
I'm going to watch
sick.
that again.
Oh,
Here you see the little guy.
okay. They're having a hell of an exhibition for sure.
Right, so this
I love that
this
it's
guy
good.
rolls to the outside.
I love that the show's called "You Wouldn't Understand."
Yeah. Here's the tag.
Yep.
Now remember, that guy's partner's on the outside right now.
Yes. Whoosh.
Gonna come in, kick,
Boom, boom.
don't have to slap your leg. Going up, flippy thing again, pretty cool. Never seen anyone do it that way. He's gonna hug the rope. And he's going to go for that sunset flip, but the guy on the outside is going to catch him into a power bomb. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's coming out. Doomsday device. Boom!
Sick.
That's
That's fucking sick.
cool.
Loved it. Loved it. All right, hit us with the next one, John. Bull Bronson and Randy West, Mrs. Schwartzy.
Yeah.
This was just actually the July 20th up in Chicago.
That's awesome.
Bull Bronson had to show her the door.
That's right.
Like what I did there. I thought he might make that joke.
That, yeah.
He was like, it's funny, stupid. But, you know.
Well, of course he did.
But it was good. I thought it was funny. I laughed twice. There's actually another video which isn't on here that's them power bombing the Schwartzes through panes of glass in the ring together.
Yes, I've seen that one.
Which was pretty good too. Good show all around. Bull killing it. Fucking.
Always.
Hit us with the next one, John. Is this our last one?
Yep.
What?
A flying butt attack and MMA fight. Something has to. This is fake. Has to be absolutely fake. Yeah. There's no.
Well, yeah, obviously it's
there's
fake.
a fucking wire there.
Yeah, obviously it's fake, but
Okay.
it is funny.
It's funny. Poor Tank Cabot look like they're dead.
Oh, do you think he went down for the 3 count?
Had to have.
See what I did there?
It's always there.
Fucking Tank. Deserved it.
Tank Cabot.
He took him down with the flying taco.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that leaves us with just one. Is am I not correct, Johnny? So
Yeah.
let's go widescreen and see if we can figure this out.
There's something on this toe tag.
Okay. Mortician. Under Skeletor says one more work day. So we're
Mortician, he's confused and...
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay.
all right. Read this
Well,
as Skeletor.
I will.
We'll do the thing, I guess.
They still need to come into work one more time.
1 second.
Oh, it kicked back. It'll replay here. There.
Remember, if a morgue worker dies, they still need to come into work one more time. Until we meet again.
Hey, that He-Man.
That's fantastic.
So right on, guys. There we are.
No.
Way at the end of the show. Had a great time. Had a real good time. Tell the folks so they can
Yeah, we didn't do one plug
see
today.
us. We'll do
So
that
you can
now.
check us
Well,
on
we did. We
Facebook.
did for the other videos.
Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestling Throwdown. You can follow us on X at ProWrestling TV. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at ProWrestling Throwdown1. You can check out Streamlabs.com/ProWrestling Throwdown. We're our official Pro Wrestling Throwdown website, ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, where you can also access the merch store. Don't forget, we've got the donation-only grand prize of the 4 mugs ending this month.
Yeah.
Right? So only by donation can you get entered to that. And don't forget, guys, we're still on the drive for 5. We want to hit 500 subscribers no matter what we do, no matter how long it takes. So please help us promote, help share us, get the word out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember to like the stream. That always helps us with the algorithm. And from us to you, as always, keep it in the ring.
Keep it in the ring.